Good morning. It's my privilege as provost here at Belmont University to welcome you to the Tennessee State Recognition Ceremony for the Duke TIP program. We are so happy to have you with us today and to be able to celebrate this wonderful day with you. We're also grateful that you brought beautiful weather with us. It was not so pretty here on Friday, so thank you all for bringing that to us. Today we will be celebrating your achievements, and my goals are three today: to welcome you, to give you a few housekeeping tips so we know what we're all doing, and then to get us ready for the ceremony. And so Belmont University is a proud host of the Duke TIP program. This is the fourth year in a row that we have done this, and I will tell you that I am the father of two proud Duke Tipsters as well, and I'll talk about that in a minute as well. But we are so happy to be here with you to celebrate, to congratulate you on your extraordinary achievement, and to be able to do so in a fashion befitting of the honor and award that you deserve. So today, at the end of our ceremony, we invite you to remain and take pictures. We would ask that if you are going to come down to the floor to meet your students, that you try to do it towards the back so we don't all crush each other in the chairs. We've got plenty of room to mix and mingle, but you're welcome to come and take pictures in front of the podium or in front of the ferns or flags or whatever you'd like, but please feel free to do that. And of course, after the ceremony, since it's such a beautiful day, we'd encourage you to wander about campus and take pictures at the fountains, the rose gardens, etc. We hope you'll have a wonderful time with us. We do have a photographer with us that will be helping to take photos of your Duke TIP student today, and so they'll have photos taken several times, and you should have received information about that and be able to turn in information or the cards to the photographers if you'd like. And of course, we encourage you to make yourself at home for the rest of the day if you'd like. Visit the campus store, visit the campus, have lunch. It's a beautiful day in Nashville, and we're glad that you are here. As I mentioned, Belmont has been hosting the Duke TIP program for about 4 years now, and we are so happy to be able to partner with Duke to share in this recognition. You know, Duke and Belmont both value academic achievement. I think the biggest difference is that we have more academic All-Americans. You're supposed to laugh at that. Okay, excellent. All right. As I also mentioned, I'm the proud father of two Duke Tipsters. My daughter was at Austin College last year for a summer program, and this year will be at Rollins College, so if any of you are making those trips, you might get to see me in a little less formal regalia. But it's a wonderful opportunity for your students to get out and explore and learn new things, and I'd be happy to talk with any of you about my experience as a parent as well as an academic administrator, but I hope that you all will consider taking advantage of all that Duke TIP has to offer you. It is a truly wonderful set of experiences and opportunities. And last but not least, I would like to introduce to you today's speaker. We've invited one of our former students, Kara Reed, who graduated just on Saturday, and she walked across this stage for the first time. You'll get to do that today, and we hope it won't be the last time you walk across our stage, maybe for an undergraduate or graduate degree as well. But Kara is going to share a little bit about her experience at Belmont and talk to you about what it was like in her world as she moved from high school into college and beyond. So please welcome Kara Reed.
Good morning, parents, scholars, and distinguished guests. I feel that as a former Belmont Tower team leader and a recent graduate, it is my privilege to say a warm welcome to Belmont to each one of you. It is truly a privilege and honor to be speaking to you today. First, I want to talk to you about how to make the best grilled cheese sandwich. Let's talk about ingredients first. We're going to need cheese, we'll need bread, we might need butter, we'll definitely need a skillet and a stovetop. So now that we have our ingredients, I want to talk to you about the ingredients of character we will need to make this sandwich. We will likely need resiliency, which is the ability to recover quickly if we do not make the best grilled cheese sandwich at first. We will need passion, the drive to create the best grilled cheese in the first place. And we'll likely need grit, the stick-to-itness it takes to create the best of something. Resiliency, passion, and grit are three key characteristics important to doing anything successfully. They have certainly been pivotal in my path to personal and academic achievement. Today, I want to discuss with you how these three key characteristics shaped my personal and academic journey here at Belmont. I certainly had moments where grit was necessary, and I had plenty of failures which required resiliency. Teddy Roosevelt once said, "Far better it is to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy or suffer much, because they live in a gray twilight that knows not victory or defeat." I believe that Teddy Roosevelt was telling us the importance of grit and resiliency, but also the importance of passion. It takes one who is passionate about their beliefs and work to dare for the chance of glorious triumphs in the end. To have the ability to recover quickly in the face of challenge or change is to have resilience. Maya Angelou states, "We may encounter many defeats, but we will not be defeated." Over my time at Belmont, I have to admit I had my fair share of shortcomings. When I first arrived at Belmont in August of 2013, I was timid and unaware of what college would bring me. My freshman year was the first time I'd been away from the comforts of home, my friends, the school that I'd known for the last 6 years of my academic journey. What I quickly realized is that I would have to be resilient in the face of personal and academic change. I would have to continue to challenge myself to become a better student to meet Belmont's academic rigor, and I would have to open myself up to a totally new environment. Belmont taught me that to be successful in your personal and academic life, you must first be resilient and rise to the challenge placed before you, even if it takes you a couple tries to reach the goal. Albert Einstein once said, "It's not that I'm so smart, it's that I stay with the problems longer." My first weeks at Belmont were difficult both personally and academically, but I knew I had to rise to the challenge of harder academics and new experiences. I knew that with resiliency, I would not be defeated, but instead I would understand that I am capable of rising to the challenge and succeeding. Along with resiliency, passion is pivotal in achieving academic and personal success. Passion is defined as a strong feeling of enthusiasm for something or for doing something. Through my college career, Belmont helped me find where my passions meet the world's needs. When I entered college, I had no clue what I wanted to do. But my freshman year, I was guided through the many career opportunities I would have when I graduated. I was fortunate enough to go to a school that has excellent community ties and helped me find excellent internship sites. Through my major and minor classes, as well as my internship experiences, I was able to find that my passion is teaching functional life skills to children with intellectual and physical disabilities. My passion for this encouraged me to excel in my academic coursework, reach out to the greater Nashville community in service, graduate magna cum laude, and pursue graduate school for occupational therapy. The faculty and community at Belmont challenged me and encouraged me to face challenges head on. They encouraged me to explore, and ultimately they pushed me to find my passion. Nelson Mandela says there is no passion to be found in playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. I believe that it is essential to challenge yourself to find your true passion, and Belmont has certainly helped me find how my passion meets the world's needs. Finally, to excel in academia and personally, you must have grit. Grit means to have courage and tenacity and strength of character. For all of you math lovers out there, here is an equation I really like. Resiliency plus passion equals grit. There were many times throughout my academic journey, both at Martin Luther King Magnet High School, where I graduated from in 2013, and at Belmont, when I had to remind myself that a stick-to-itness is the attitude it takes to succeed. Educational psychologist Angelique Duckworth says that grit is sticking with your future and working really hard to make that future a reality. Grit is living life like a marathon, not a sprint. When I was in high school, I had the goal of going to college and later going to grad school. And I made this happen because I looked at life and I looked at academics like it was a marathon. I made sure to take extra AP classes, join honor societies, and build relationships that would sustain me. Likewise, in college, I studied tirelessly, founded a student organization, and built meaningful relationships with both professors and students within my department. Grit is continuing to work hard even when you're tired and even when the circumstance is not ideal. Belmont academics and student organizations taught me a great deal about grit. I took many challenging classes and took on great responsibilities because I had the resilience and the passion to stick to what I was developing. I strongly encourage you to incorporate resiliency, passion, and grit into your academic and personal careers. Adversity will come, but recognize that you are competent and capable of taking on challenges. The old cliche says, if at first you don't succeed, try again. There is an absolute truth to this. There will be moments that are challenging and you may not succeed the first time, but understand this. You are constantly learning and developing far more than you realize and could ever imagine when you learn to utilize resilience, passion, and grit. I'd like to leave you with a quote from the greatest footballer, Pele. "Success is no accident. It is hard work. perseverance, learning, studying, and sacrifice, most of all, for love of what you are learning to do. Thank you all so much, and congratulations to each one of you. I wish you the absolute best in all that you do.
Thanks very much, Kara. Today we have a special treat for you that is not part of your program. It is my pleasure today to introduce to you Ms. Shauna Young. Ms. Young is Duke TIP's Executive Director. Not only does she lead the Duke TIP efforts, but more importantly, too, she was you. She is a Duke tipster and participated in the 7th grade talent search when she was your age. And in fact, as an alumni, she felt particularly drawn to lead the organization in this role to perpetuate her positive experience by ensuring that Duke TIP programs and opportunities continue to motivate and inspire future generations to higher level of success, just as they did for her. Ms. Young came to the Duke TIP program from MIT, where she directed the School of Engineering's outreach programs for talented middle school and high school students from diverse backgrounds. She also taught science for several years in public high schools in North Carolina. She holds a bachelor's degree in chemistry from Howard University. Side note, my degree's in chemistry too. Just keep that in mind. A master's degree in science education from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and a master's of business administration from MIT Sloan School of Management. As well, she has a nonprofit leadership and management certificate from Boston University. Ms. Young is excited to extend and enhance Duke TIP's legacy of impacting as many bright young students as possible through the TIP's educational opportunities, resources, and many partners. Bright young students just like you. Please join me in welcoming Shauna Young.
How are you all doing today? What? How are you doing today, Duke TIP? Gonna work on that. Good morning, Duke TIP. Come on, you excited to be here? Okay, why are you here? You're like, what? I don't know. I did interject myself into the program because I wanted to see you. So I'm going to ask you that question a few times, not because I forgot it, because I want you to remember it, tell you a little bit about my experience, and most importantly, congratulate you on this crowning achievement. So let's go back to the primary question. Why are you here? What is this moment supposed to mean? And I spend a lot of time talking to our students about that because I remember when I was your age. I remember being that inquisitive, student that would always ask questions in some kind of way, made it on that honors track and got all the different awards. And at some point, I thought it was supposed to happen. It was expected because I'm smart. I'm Shauna. But that perspective is actually not right? Why are you here? What is this moment supposed to be about? Let me frame it for you. It will never happen again in this way. No matter how many ceremonies we do again, no matter how many students we bring together, the composition of this room will be different, the people on the stage will be different, and your support network in the audience will also be different. But this moment is here. So think about what you're supposed to get from it. Think about why your parents drove, many of them, hours today to give you this moment. Is it just because you made a certain test score? How is it supposed to impact your life? So I didn't understand that when I was your age. I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina, lovingly known as Fayette-Nam. It's a military town. I proudly hail being from there. But when I hear my bio, they don't connect to me. I still am mystified about what I've done from the moments that I was here in your place. And it's when I started thinking about why things were happening and did a little bit more than stop and smell the roses, I stopped and said hello. I'm that Southerner that says hello to everybody. Just coming in the elevator, some of the families like, how you doing? I'm Shauna, who are you? I want to know who you are. What connections can we make? How can my life be changed by just spending a few moments talking to you? So think a little bit more about why are you here today, other than your parents made you come and dress up. You do look beautiful. I'm here today because I wanted to see you. We work all year long to create these experiences for our students. And I went from running an amazing office at MIT for a small group of remarkable students to leading an organization that now identifies 100,000 of you a year. I had to see some of you. So I want to remind you that a couple things. One is you will get a medal today, and it is well deserved. It comes with a couple of expectations. They're small, like changing the world, starting today. Just a little pressure. You know, a little pressure. It's so funny because I remember growing up and people would say, we want you to change the world in the future. What's so remarkable about you is that you can do it today. You don't need a resume. You don't need degrees. You just need to stop and ask questions and make a difference. And I know that you're already doing it. So I remember growing up and being 11, and my uncle would, I always ask questions. Rick works with me. He was like, yes, she asks a lot of questions. Always ask questions. And when I was 11, my uncle said, do you want to live to be 12? Can you stop asking me so many questions? Really, like, I'm the uncle here. He's from Memphis, actually. And I never stopped asking questions. I felt a little weird about it because I'm like, oh, I'm asking too many questions. But now I own who I am. I am absolutely okay with being the outlier. Because if I don't ask questions, if I don't use my voice, then what is my purpose? So you are different, absolutely. Each of you individually and collectively are unique, and you're supposed to be. Remember that. So when anything happens, as you embark on your very unique journeys, and you start solving and questioning and answering questions to problems that don't even exist now, know that the journey will not be easy. Know that you will fail. And if you're not failing, you're doing something wrong. You're not challenging yourself enough. But the grit, as spoken about, is important. The network is also really, really important. And owning who you are every day and knowing that it is more than okay is important. The people in this room support you and love you, but know the people that just know of you, like me, got your back. When you start realizing how many people in the world care about the image of you, the thought of you, then hopefully it pushes you a little bit further. So I was quite serious when I said, we just hope you will change the world starting today, because we do. We know you can. But we also hope that you understand that whoever and whatever you believe you can be, you can do better than that. You will. So set out your goals, think about the achievements, and know it's just the beginning. I won't speak to every group of tipsters who come to ceremonies, just a few, and you're one of them. So I'll end by asking you the question, why are you here? And remind you that I am here. I came here to see you. just to spend a few moments with you and let you know personally how proud I am of each of you, individually and collectively. And whatever effort it took for all of the people in this room to be here with you, it was more than worth it. Every single day, you are more than worth it. So congratulations on everything you've accomplished already and what you will do in the future. Welcome to the TIP family. We are excited to have you, and we look forward to being with you from this moment forward. Congratulations, TIP 2017. So I would like to introduce Rick Cartwright. He has worked for our organization for a number of years. He travels the country to tell students about, and families, parents, teachers, about Duke TIP. And I really am honored to be with him here today, and he will continue our ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Shauna, for your words of welcome and for sharing with us your own experiences as a TIP student. Dr. Burns, Ms. Reed, thank you very much, distinguished guests. We are delighted to have everyone here today to celebrate the outstanding accomplishments of these students. As Shauna mentioned, my name is Rick Cartwright. I'm a gifted education research specialist at Duke TIP, where I've been for almost 9 years, and I serve as a resource to parents, to educators, and policymakers who are concerned about meeting the needs of gifted and talented youngsters. I will say it's a genuine pleasure to be here at Belmont University. I want to thank Dr. Burns and his team for so extraordinarily well hosting this event. I want to thank Ms. Kim Carr, who is wandering around somewhere doing great. Kim, who was our contact person and organized this cast of thousands. I usually take time to thank all of the ushers and all of the escorts, but there are so many of you. I just want to say a group thank you for all of your support. TIP has purposefully chosen to be on the Belmont campus this morning, and we're delighted to have been invited to be here and to return repeatedly, which I hope we will continue to do in the future. I hope you'll take the time, as Dr. Burns invited you to do, to learn about the campus and to learn about life at Belmont. It is a beautiful place. In just a few years, you will be looking for a place to continue your education in a college or university, and I hope that you will seriously consider the possibilities afforded to you at Belmont. I want to thank Ms. Reed for choosing education as a career and a profession. As a teacher myself who started as a 7th grade teacher, I'm always delighted to see brilliant young people going into the field of education. The Duke University Talent Identification Program began in 1980, some 37 years ago, when Duke realized the importance of celebrating, recognizing, and finding talented young people and nurturing them. In its first talent search, TIP had 8,710 7th graders throughout the Southeast who participated. This year, we have a few more than that, and as Ms. Young said, we have almost 100,000 new tipsters each year in our 4th through 7th grade talent searches, and we are delighted that you are part of that. Duke TIP is dedicated to being a world leader in programs and services in identification and supporting academically gifted and talented youth. We're a nonprofit organization. We look for the development of programs to help you nurture your talents and help you become all that you can be. We want you to nurture those amazing abilities and talents and not let a single one go to waste. Our goal for the ceremony today is to recognize you and celebrate you as being among the most promising young scholars in this country. We hope this honor will encourage you to advance even further as you look toward the future. Ms. Young, address the point of understanding exactly the significance of this event, a rather momentous occasion for you. And I'd like to suggest, if I may, that you perhaps know what you are about here, but it may be a few years before you understand the significance of this day. And knowing is different from understanding. In fact, as someone who works with teachers, I try to convey the idea of what understanding is and how it's different from just knowing. But one of the best examples I ever found of that was explained in a very scholarly journal called the Reader's Digest. Kids, ask your parents. In one of those anecdotes, it was related a long time ago, probably when I was in 7th grade. First grade was the first day of school. There was no kindergarten. And Mrs. Smith had a class of first graders with her in their very first day of school. And the morning was going along quite well until 10 o'clock, when suddenly Mrs. Smith realized she was still on a summer schedule and just had to make a dash down to the little teacher's room. So she told all her little first graders to sit in your seats, stay quiet, don't talk. I'll be right back. She went out the door. She wasn't gone 10 seconds when Mr. Jones, the principal, came on the intercom. Mrs. Smith? Silence in the room. Mrs. Smith? Now, Mr. Jones knew it was too early for lunch, and it was the first day there were no specials. Hello, is anybody in there? And this one voice spoke up from the back of the room and said, "Hello, Wall." Knowing and understanding can be two different things. I wish for you understanding. Tipsters, as honorees, you're invited here because of your ACT or SAT scores that are outstanding and deserve to be publicly recognized as an individual and celebrated as a group as well for your excellent accomplishments in learning and development. We welcome you into this community of peers who also value academic achievement and who are scholastically talented, just like you. I also want to express admiration and gratitude to your parents, your teachers, caregivers, counselors, friends, all those who support and nurture you. Parents and caregivers, you're to be congratulated for nurturing and providing encouragement that you've given your children and for the intelligent engagement that you have fostered in them. Counselors and teachers deserve praise as well for the guidance, teaching, and support that has been given to these students. We truly appreciate the commitment you've demonstrated on behalf of these gifted young people. We know you all take great pride in your students' accomplishments, and we want to recognize you as well for the amazing role you've played in supporting them in their lives. So tipsters, I invite you at this time to stand, turn, find those in the audience who are here with you, and give them a round of applause. Stand up, find them, and give them a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. Again, we are thrilled all of you are with us today. We welcome you to the Duke TIP family, and we hope all of your experiences with our talent search and programs will create wonderful and cherished memories for you for years to come. Now we move into the portion of this ceremony that you've been waiting for and that you came for, and that's when we present the awards to you as Duke TIP participants. At this time, I would like to request, if you would please, all members of the audience, silence your electronic devices and telephones. Some of you have some very creative ringtones, and we want to make sure that a student's name doesn't get interfered with as it's being announced. And there will also be opportunities for you to take pictures afterwards, but this is a family-friendly event, and if you are so inclined and feel the need to come down and snap a picture, just please avoid blocking the route of the students as they return to their seats or blocking the view of anybody behind you. It gives me great pleasure as a representative from Duke TIP to present state-level honors to this group of 7th grade students from Tennessee who scored, this is mind-blowing, at or above the national average on at least one part of the ACT or SAT. This accomplishment is impressive because these admission tests are taken by college-bound high school juniors and seniors. Ushers, if you will, please bring the first row of students to the stage. And students, as I read your name, please come across the stage to receive your medallion and to be congratulated and greeted by our dignitaries on stage. You'll also want to pause as directed for a photograph suitable for framing. And ladies and gentlemen, I ask that for the sake of being able to hear names clearly, that all applause be held until all students have been recognized and crossed the stage. On page 2 of your program, you will see the ceremony recognition criteria, which gives the scores for students invited to this event. Out of 53,843 students who took the test as part of the TIP Talent Search process, 18,783 students, more than a third, achieved this level of performance. In the state of Tennessee, there were 1,260 who qualified for this honor, and many of you are here this morning. Some of you will be recognized this afternoon at our second ceremony here at Belmont. But we're delighted to have you all here with us this morning. Once again, I ask that applause be held until all names have been called. Duke TIP is pleased and proud to recognize and present the State Recognition Medallion to the following Tennessee State honorees: Jocelyn Allen, Jackson Anton, Nandita Armalruligan, Ryan T. Atkins, Clark H. Bandy, Rubric Michael Barreto, Avelina Batsuck, Grayson M. Bobian, Sierra R. Beck, Alexia Bell, Chandler Bell, Ellie Aileen Berg, Abigail Bingham, Jordan D. Birdwell, Gavin Blanchette, Natalie G. Bobo. Lucas Bollinger. Hunter Broadway. Carlisle E. Brown. Haley K. Brown. Rihanna Brown. Emily Bruce. Lindsay A. Burns. Madeline Burns. Ava Burton. Jake M. Burton. Gracie Bird. John Cole Campbell. Isabella Campos. Noel Cancrin Harris. Nicole E. Caruso. Phoenix D. Carruthers. Saurav Chakraborty. Cameron A. Chambers. Marcus C. Chung. Benjamin D. Close. William H. Closser. Caroline E. Coleman. Faith M. Coleman. Marcus D. Collins. Aiden C. Conklin. Jack Code. Tanya G. Corona. Tessa G. Cothran. Sean C. Crabtree. Catherine R. Dagley. Dane L. Daniel. Luca Daniels. Haley R. Danner. Kareem Dauk. Anna E. Davidson. Mary L. Davis. Samantha K. Dedrick. Catherine E. Delk. Jackson D. Daub. Cora Doyle. Olivia G. Driscoll. Lauren D. Driver. Baylor Dublin. Marguerite Samaya Duffy. Chloe Earls. Carly Eddy. Reagan E. Enderly. Rachel Ensley. Lucia V. Enriquez. Sophia E. Essig. Lauren Estes. Grace O. Fagan. Grace M. Faramond. Stephen Parker Fields. Carson Fisher. Lane Fodor. Ella F. Gardner. Mason A. Garrett. Colton T. Garvin. Elijah T. Gibson. Violet C. Gillen. Damian M. Green. Jacob A. Griffith. Isabella J. Griffin. Jeremiah A. Grissom. Ethan Grossman. Ashlyn Gum. Joshua Gutierrez. Connor Hall. Sydney A. Hall. Joy Hannah. Mina H. Hansen. Mason D. Hardaway. Lily Harper. Colin M. Harris. Ben B. Hatton. Matthew D. Halu. Olivia L. Helton. Samuel Sam Hankey. Andrew J. Drew Henning. Luke M. Heron. Paige M. Hill. Sophia Holland. Amy E. Hopkins. Olivia Howell. Anna V. Huber. Samuel Huff. Megan L. Hull. Caitlin Hunter. Mary E. Hussman. Samantha C. Hutz. Jake R. Jarrett. Allison Jasper. Srimai Jaganathan. Ben Johnson. Hadley G. Johnson. William G. Billy Jones. Christopher A. Joseph. William J. Kallstrom. Emily A. Kaminsky. Aiden M. Kelly. Isabel M. Kennerson. Emily G. Kenigson. Jackson K. Kirian. Colin Knapp. Claire E. Cook. Grant J. Cook. Grace Kohler. Sia Kripalani. Madison Cromer. Nakul Kumar. Amelia Laffer. Allison B. LaLance. Emily G. Langlois. Luke M. Larson. Quint D. Lassiter. Rachel B. Laurel. Miles A. Lee. Seung Lee. Amelia G. Lemon. Isabel E. Leonard. Dylan Lewis. Aaron K. Lyles. Benjamin A. Lyle. Davis Lamanik. Parker B. Lovin. Brooke B. Lytle. Maddox J. Marlin. Olivia Marlowe. Kevin R. Marsh, Jr. Donovan N. Martin. Ella G. Mast. Benjamin F. Maxwell. Holly K. McAdams. Sarah McLung. Johnny Mader. Luke Marriage. Reese L. Miller. Meadow C. Mitchell. Bennett Mobley. Arushi C. Modi. Mountrini M. Mon. Brem S. Moritz. Jillian L. Morton. Justina S. Mosley. Camille Mueller. Savannah K. Mull. Kaylin A. Mullins. Milinth Natraj Muthaya. Marley Meyer. Alexander B. Nash. Ananya T. Nath. Srivatsav V. Namani. Ann C. Oser. Say O. Dara Olopade. Madeline R. Altman. Sarah E. Page. Patrick E. Panier. John M. Panter. Mary M. Papillon. Emma F. Parson. Rahul C. Patel. Addie R. Patterson. Logan D. Patterson. Shane C. Pearson. Natalie Perez Hernandez. Savannah Pesafal. Virginia C. Pinkley. Gage A. Pitt. Ireland Plunkett. William W. Poff. Kennedy Pollard. Kirthuna Pradeep Nair. Emma E. Price. Christine Kietalig. Jalen L. Radford. Mohammed Ziyan Rahman. Vaidehi Rathod. Surya Ravinder. Abhinav M. Reddy. Alistair C. Redmond. Andrew G. Reed. Eleanor Rogers. Meena Sadrabadi. Michael C. Saradakis. Aidan M. Sartor. Harinishri Sathu. Genevieve M. Schaefer. Carson Shunk. Catherine Scott. Michael J. C. Michael W. Sensing. Ethan L. Shores. Luca H. Silva. Satine M. Simpson. Shruti Sivaraman. Claire E. Smiley. Abigail R. Smith. Garrett Smith. Kylie G. Smith. Phoebe Smith. Ryan H. Smith. McKenna E. Smythe. Vivian Song. Claire Staub. Jake E. Steen. Brooklyn F. Stewart. Jacob K. Stidham. Hannah G. Stone. Mason I. Stricker. Helen M. Strickland. Stephen A. Strickland. Will Stride. Schaefer Summers. Dominic D. Swader. Seth Sweck. Bella M. Taylor. Leon Karsten Till. Mallory G. Thompson. Samuel D. Tips. Carson J. Toney. Dylan Toth. Jessica Yuko Abasi. Ariane Unguriat. Molly Volker. Rachel L. Walpole. Micah E. Warren. Timothy N. Warren. Russell C. Worsetsky. Michael Washburn. Jamie H. Watson. Kellen T. Weber. Galen Way. Mark Alex Weiss. Isabella M. Welch. Sophia R. Welch. Caroline Whitaker. Stephen A. Whitlock. Emily A. Whitten. Emma J. Williams. Alexander M. Wilson. Marshall E. Wilt. Emily A. Wingate. Jake Whitmer. Olivia A. Woods. Alexis N. Wright. Kendall E. Wright. Matthew W. Yap. Cody M. Young. Rachel Young. Eliza Gardenauer. Melody Yuan. Michael Lynch. Thank you. Carrington Allen. Marcus Cohn. Reagan Willingham. Ashley Clark. Ella Gardner. Emily Harris. Scout Halligan. Spencer Lynn. Thomas Bridges Tabb. Talent Brown. Sam Moeller. Emma Wiggleton. Owen Schaefer. Reagan Bossman. Jack Summerlin. Alvin Alibay. Marie Forbes. Jacob Graves. Courtney Crouch. Ashley Browder. Virginia Chimley. Sarah Cooper. Ziad Abdelati. If you qualified for state recognition in today's ceremony and you're anywhere in the audience but did not hear your name called, please come forward now and be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a rousing round of applause for our honorees. Congratulations to all of these students. But wait, there's more. It is now my pleasure to be able to introduce to you a group of students who scored the same or better than 90% of the high school juniors and seniors taking the ACT or SAT on at least one subtest. This year, out of 53,843 talent search participants, only 2,000 students, just 4%, performed at this level of achievement, and 140 of those from Tennessee. And many of those are here with us this afternoon. These students also qualify for Duke TIP's Grand Recognition Ceremony, which will be held Monday, May 22nd on the Duke University campus in Cameron Indoor Stadium, home of the Blue Devils. Students attending the Grand Recognition Ceremony will be recognized at that time, but today we invite those who are here with us today to come forward to be recognized and receive their grand level medallion. And then, if you will, as you come up and receive your medallion, come back across behind me and remain on the stage until all names have been called so that we can appropriately identify and celebrate you. Again, if you will, please hold your applause until all the students are on the stage and have been recognized. Announcing the grand level students: Grayson Beaubien, Jordan Birdwell, Gavin S. Blanchette, Isabella Campos, Anna Davidson, Cora Doyle, Olivia Driscoll, Ella Gardner, Violet Gillian, Jacob Griffith. Sydney Hall. Sophia Holland. Samuel Huff. Shrimaya Jaganathan. Miles Lee. Isabel Leonard. Johnny Metter. Reese Miller. Jillian Morton. Shane Pearson. William Poff. Zian Rahman. Abhinav Reddy. Genevieve Schaefer. Phoebe Smith. Vivian Song. Seth Sweck. Russell Worsetsky. Jamie Watson. Galen Way. Emily Witten. Reagan Willingham. Marshall Wilt. If you qualified for grand recognition in today's ceremony, and you're anywhere in the audience but your name hasn't yet been called, please come forward now so that you can receive your medallion and be recognized. Don't fall off. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a serious round of applause for these scholars. I love the sound of jingling medallions.
Sorry, I just realized that I got the thing on map and I had no idea. I knew I either got a 27 or a 29 and I realized I got a 29.
Let me know. We'll work on that after. Make sure you get that okay. One more. Shauna, you get to present. Okay. You up here. I'm sorry. That's this afternoon, sir. Okay. That's this afternoon. We are done. I want to offer congratulations to all the students recognized here today. I encourage you to be proud of your accomplishments and accept this achievement as a stepping stone to greater levels of academic success. The knowledge and experience you will gain from being in the Duke TIP program is invaluable, and your participation will help you better understand your own potential, academic abilities, natural talent, and more effectively plan for advancement in high school and college. Duke TIP supports you with educational programs, resources, and tools that will help you grow scholastically in your unique areas of strength and abilities. Families and educators, we hope you continue to encourage and support your young people as they seek to make choices about future careers and life occupations. Continue to guide and influence them to higher levels of achievement and assist them in utilizing academic resources that support their giftedness. Working as a team, we all can ensure that gifted students have exciting opportunities as well as strong advocates. It's been a genuine pleasure for me to be here with you today. I would like, on behalf of TIP, to express our appreciation again to Dr. Burns, Ms. Reed, Ms. Carr, and the entire team at Belmont University. And at this time, I'll turn the podium back over to Dr. Burns.
Congratulations again. I think I was remiss in my welcoming duties. I forgot to introduce my colleagues that have joined me on stage, and so allow me to backtrack and do that. If you would please join me in thanking Dr. Susan West, Chief of Staff. And Dr. Jeffrey Bergen, Dean of Students. Again, thank you all for being here and congratulations. We're so happy that you could be here to celebrate this with us and we with you. We hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. You can now meet your students and welcome again to stay and take pictures wherever you'd like. Thank you very much. Congratulations.